What is up YouTube, James Baek here, and welcome back to another episode of VGC 17 Back-to-Back Battles. So today we're using the last of the top 4 teams I have not covered yet on VGC 17 Back-to-Back Battles from the 2017 World Championships, and we have Sam Pandelis' team with the Garchomp, Ninetales, Arcanine, Mandibuzz, Xurkitree, and Tapu Lele. He used to get second place, and this is going to be a fun one. Like, I kind of enjoyed playing this team back when Worlds ended, and it was like, you know, first few weeks of the post-meta game. I kind of enjoyed it, like having that setup. Like, I just love setup, man. I just love safe setup. But yep, if you want to go check out Sam, his Twitter is down below, as well as you can check out his QR code down below. And yeah, if you haven't already followed Sam, you should, because one, he's the organizer of these challenges for international challenges, where not like the online international challenges where you can get CP. I'm talking about the challenges where you can win money. Like, it used to be called win a trip tournaments, and they have huge payouts, like prize cash payouts. And yeah, there was the London challenge for 2018. I did play in it, and it was just a really smooth tournament overall, so definitely go give him a follow, because in order to join those tournaments, you should follow Sam for updates about those tournaments as well. So we got Junroy, or Wanroy, or however you want to pronounce it, with the Marowak, Tapu Fini, Mandibuzz, Nihilego, Gengar, and Garchomp. So I love Mandibuzz, Tapu Fini, Mandibuzz. I think it's such a solid core. 2 poison types is interesting though on this team. It really is. So how do I want to handle this? It really depends on what kind of Gengar that is. If it's Taunt, that's annoying, for sure. Nihilego is also a huge threat. Like, it actually is a huge threat here. The 4 Pokemon I'm looking at are Mandibuzz, Tapu Lele, Ninetales, and Garchomp. I feel like those are the most solid Pokemon to bring in this matchup. Arcanine could be helpful, but Intimidate's not really too helpful. It only helps against like Garchomp and Marowak. Bulldoze isn't really... I'm most likely not going to be able to get Bulldozes in this matchup. Xurkitree could be helpful, but like, I'd have to deal with that Tapu Fini, which is already annoying as it is. I think those are the 4 Pokemon I do want to lock in with, since they seem like they would be the most solid picks. They'd be the most solid picks here. So we'll see how this matchup goes. I'm not exactly too sure about this matchup, as yeah, we'll see. We'll see how this goes. This is going to be one interesting one, that's for sure. It's going to be the Nihilego Mandibuzz going to be picking the field. So, this is not exactly the most fun time here. Nihilego is a huge threat. I also don't know whose Mandibuzz is going to be faster. That's a problem. I do get the special defense boost with Mandibuzz, which is a good thing. Although this Tapu Lele is extremely bulky, I could potentially taunt the Mandibuzz, but this Mandibuzz is like no investment, so I doubt I'm faster. You could just foul play Psyshock the Nihilego, which is kind of what I'm looking towards turn 1. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for it, because I don't want like my opponent going for taunt. But I actually gotta see the protect from Nihilego. Okay. So I could have potentially Calm Minded there, which is a bit of a shame, and looks like I'm the faster Mandibuzz, as my opponent gets Tailwind up. So I don't disagree with my play, to be honest, although I could have definitely done that better. So I went for that play because I want to break a potential sash there. This is gonna be annoying. I'm pretty sure he goes for taunt here, so I'm pretty sure you taunt. I'm pretty sure you have taunt. If you don't taunt this turn, I'm pretty sure you don't have it then. I'm just still going to double up the Nihilego. Nihilego is just too big of a threat to my team. I can't exactly handle Nihilego well. I need to get rid of it. It literally, if it's a life on Nihilego, it actually destroys the rest of my team. So I have to go for it right here. Maybe what I could have done was let Ninetales get the Aurora Veil up, because this position isn't exactly the best for my scenario here. That's a Z move. Gigavolt Havoc. Huh? What am I seeing? Gigavolt Havoc. Okay, so that's either coming from Thunderbolt or Thunder. Oh my god, that actually looks amazing. Not gonna lie, that actually looks amazing. Gonna go into Mandibuzz here, so how much it's gonna do? Not too much, to be honest, because of the Psychic Seed boost. Toxic gonna come out into the top of lead. I thought Ooh, I think my opponent tried to make reads. My opponent definitely trying to make reads here. I am going to go for the side shock though into the Nihilego, which is going to be able to pick up the knockout, which is a huge knockout. That's absolutely huge knockout here. Foul play going to go out into the Mandibuzz. Do nothing. But that's probably a good turn for me because I'll take that turn, to be honest, because I can potentially roost up with Mandibuzz. I think Marowak would come in here if you do have Marowak. Pretty sure it's gonna be Marowak plus Feeny in the back, although it could maybe be Garchomp and something else in the back. This is gonna be an interesting next few turns. Garchomp is definitely a big threatening Pokemon here. It's definitely a big threatening Pokemon. I don't exactly have much for the Garchomp. It is gonna be Marowak though, which is kind of what I expected here. I can't really slow down this Marowak, which is a problem. Flare Blitz is probably gonna come out into my Mandibuzz, I would assume. I'm gonna Tailwind here, and 2 turns of Tailwind. Yeah, 2 turns of Tailwind. I think I'm gonna switch out to Garchomp actually. Even if I'm taking a Foul Play or a Shadow Bone, I don't feel like it's too bad. This Garchomp is extremely bulky here, so should be able to take attacks just fine. And if I can get Tailwind up, that'd be great here. Toxic in the Mandibuzz, which is okay here, as it misses, as the Shadow Bone does so much damage. That did more than I thought, to be honest. But I am able to get the Tailwind up. I don't really need Garchomp for too much. If I can get rid of this Marowak, that's huge. But yeah, I'll go for a Taunt, I guess, into the Mandibuzz here. And I'm going to scout for what my opponent's going to do with the Marowak, because I'm honestly not sure at this point. I really am not sure at this point. I guess maybe what I could have done was taunt the Marowak. Yeah, I think I should taunt the Marowak. Now I'm thinking about these plays, because if I taunted Marowak there, if Marowak doesn't protect, it can't protect the following turn. And I could always have taunted the Mandibuzz, but I guess this works anyway, because my opponent does protect with the Marowak here. And I will taunt the Mandibuzz on what's going to be coming out. Foul Play, Toxic, Snarl. Foul Play, okay. Fair. And good thing that Toxic missed, because that Toxic miss is actually really huge. I think I'll go for my Roost here. And I'll go for a Tectonic Rage into the Marowak, because I will try to pick up knockouts onto that Marowak. Maybe I guess I could have foul played the Marowak too, which wouldn't have been too bad. I don't know, there are a lot of plays I could have made the last turns. I don't feel like I made the best potential plays for each turn, but Marowak is going to be forced to switch out here, and it looks like Garchomp's going to be taking this Tectonic Rage, which I do not mind, because Garchomp is a big threat to my team, so I will gladly try to get rid of this Garchomp. And I still have my Mandibuzz, which beats the Marowak. I just have to say my Tapu Lele for the end game of how I beat the Mandibuzz, so this is looking pretty good for me. We'll be able to get the Tectonic Rage up into that Garchomp, which probably won't be able to pick the knockout, maybe. I don't know how invested this Garchomp is in attack. I know it's adamant, but still. That Garchomp just went goodbye. And I'm pretty sure the Mandibuzz is going to go for Foul Play. I think it's forced to Foul Play. It's got Tailwind, Toxic, Foul Play. We haven't seen the 4th move yet, I believe. As yeah, Foul Play is going to come out. Going to be doing some chip to this Mandibuzz. Garchomp going to go down here, and I guess I will always go out of my Ninetales. I will 100% always go out into my Ninetales. 100%. Psychic Terrain's going to end, but that really didn't affect much in the game. It does affect later in the game because I get to reset it, and then maybe Side Shock the Marowak in a potential end game. But here I just go for Ninetales, set up the Aurora Veil, so my Mandibuzz doesn't take much from Flare Blitz from that Marowak. And yeah, this is looking really solid of a position here. Like, that Toxic Mix was actually huge. It actually really was huge, because my Mandibuzz is going to be able to stick around, taunt, Foul Play this Marowak, and I'm not taking any residual damage, which is really nice. Marowak is going to come out. I will 100% always Foul Play the Marowak and Aurora Veil. Unless the Mandibuzz, I'm pretty sure has one more turn of taunt. Yeah, it has one more turn of taunt, so this is perfect. I get the Aurora Veil up. I'm guessing that Mandibuzz has like no speed investment, because I think this Mandibuzz does have a little bit of speed investment, but it's really not too much. So Let's see what my opponent's gonna do here, how my opponent's gonna react. I'm pretty sure Flare Blitz, maybe Will-O-Wisp if my opponent has it. But then again, that wouldn't really help against me. Wouldn't help my opponent really, because then you can't Toxic the Mandibuzz and then you lose to Mandibuzz 1v1. So Aurora Veil is gonna be set up. This is gonna be good, especially since I don't have to worry about Flare Blitz. I forgot, does crits go bypass Aurora Veil and screens? I think it does actually, if I remember correctly. Foul Play does way too much damage to that Marowak. Foul Play is going to come out into the Mandibuzz. Is that going to be a double up, or is that just going to be a Flare Blitz and a Ninetales? It's going to be a Shadow Bone actually into the Ninetales slot, which isn't going to be able to pick up a knockout here. And yeah, I will always taunt disable the Mandibuzz, I think. That one does peter out here, so if this is a speed tie, I guess it could be big, but I'll just taunt the Mandibuzz here, and I'll go for the disable into the Mandibuzz as well, as Marowak's actually going to protect, and I'm pretty sure my opponent's going to try to set up another Talon. So this works out because I am able to disable the Foul Play, and then afterwards I taunt it, so unless this Mandibuzz carries another attacking move, it will be forced to go for the struggle. So taunt here into the Mandibuzz, as yep, you cannot go for a Talon here, and Marowak couldn't really do much. Could knock out my Ninetales. I got a free switch in the Leyline. No matter what, I was pretty much in the driver's seats right here. So I'll go for the Icy Wind here in the Foul Play, and we'll see what my opponent does. The match is gonna be forfeited. I'm pretty sure, like, no matter what, I was either gonna be able to knock out Marowak that turn, the following turn, or if you even got a Triple Protect, I get the knockout the third turn. Like, you still have your taunt. Lele comes in, I can Moonblast. Yeah, there was just really no way my opponent could really win. Also, the fact that the hail damage, I think, knocks out Marowak anyway. So, Lele beats the Mandibuzz once it gets a Calm Mind up. Or it could just keep firing off Moonblast, and that would be the game. So, my opponent really didn't have a way to stop that. And we are able to pick up a nice Game 1 win. So, I could have done some things better. Looking back at the battle, there were definitely some moves I could have done better. One, I could have Tailwind the first turn. However, I was really worried about a fast Mandibuzz because Sam's wasn't too fast, and I've seen a lot of fast Mandibuzz on ladder, so I was just used to fast Mandibuzz usually going for taunt onto mine. This is an interesting team from 3 magnets here with the Crocodile, Marowak, Celesteela, the Slowking, the Hariyama, and Tapu Koko. This is a really interesting team. What is this team? What's annoying is that Marowak is 100% annoying. I think I want to go Garchomp Ninetales as a leech straight away, because if I can Tectonic Rage, that would be absolutely huge here. I think... what are the Pokemon I want to bring? I kind of want to bring Lele. I kind of want to bring Xurkitree. I want to bring Arcanine, Ninetales, and Garchomp. There are 5 Pokemon I want to bring here. So I think I have to figure out which one I need to rule out. So I think I need Aurora Veil for this. I think I absolutely do need Aurora Veil for this, because Marowak is just such a big threat otherwise. Although maybe I don't need it exactly. I think I'm going to go Garchomp plus Xurkitree turn 1. Yeah, I think that's the play here. Have Arcanine, Tapu Lele in the back. This is gonna be so close. I wish I had a bit more time to think about that, because Aurora Veil would have been so nice, but I feel like I need offensive pressure. I need Tapu Lele for the Hariyama, as well as the Crocodile, as well as damage to the Marowak, because I only have 2 Pokemon that really damage the Marowak in Tapu Lele and Garchomp. Xurkitree is kind of needed as a wall breaker here. Tapu Koko Slowking is gonna lead, okay? So I think I want to Tectonic Rage the Tapu Koko, and I want to go for the Thunderbolt into the Slowking. It's Electric Seed Slowking. Okay. This is Electric Terrain Boosted Thunderbolt from a Xurkitree. How much special attack does this have? Well, it's not that much, actually. Actually, what I want to do is Rock Slide here, because I'm pretty sure Volt Switch might be coming out, and I want to Rock Slide plus Thunderbolt to Slowking, which might be able to pick up the knockout. I want to Tectonic Rage, but if my opponent's Tapu Koko stays in, it just goes for like a Dazzling Gleam. I'm in not the best position here, so I'd rather go for the Thunderbolt here into the Slowking and a Rock Slide, which, you know, I could get the flinch chance if there's a Trick Room, or I could potentially pick up the knockout Slowking here. But okay, yeah, so Tapu Koko is going to withdraw into Marowak, so I could have went for a Tectonic Rage there, which kind of stinks. But we'll see here. Rock Slide's going to come out, which is going to fire off damage into that Marowak. Good damage, by the way. That's always good damage. And a Thunderbolt. So I could have potentially Tail Glow too. Like a Tail Glow would have been nice here. Although I don't think I would Tail Glow. I don't think I would Tail Glow in that position. Maybe... Actually, now that I think about it, maybe Tectonic Rage Tail Glow was the play. Although Dazzling Gleam would have been scary. Now, the question is, there are so many factors. One, what kind of moveset is that Slowking? 2, what kind of moveset is that Marowak? Swords Dance, Substitute. There's so many movesets that could utterly destroy me and cause my downfall. I don't know what kind of moveset your Slowking is. Is it Flamethrower? Is it Ice Beam? I think I'll go out into my Arcanine here and Tail Glow, which seems like a safer play. The problem is I kind of want to protect, but I don't want him to get momentum up. Arcanine covers 1 Ice Beam, 2 Substitute if it is coming out from that Marowak. We'll see here though. This is going to be very scary. Yeah, it's Ice Beam coming out. Okay, that does make sense. So Ice Beam does come out into the Arcanine slot. Doesn't really do too much, thankfully. And a Shadow Bone. Okay, that's good. I think. That still did a lot, to be honest. As Circuitry is going to be boosted here. So at least something's going right. However, not exactly everything's going right. I think I'm going to go hard into Garchomp once again. And protect my Circuitry. Maybe Tail Glow wasn't the correct play. Well, then again, it was probably the only play I could do. With Gleam wouldn't have done anything there. But this is going to be scary. I'm going to switch out Arcanine because I think I have to get another round of Intimidate onto this Marowak. Although I'm not exactly sure how much Ice Beam does in the Slowking. But right now, I am really regretting not bringing my Ninetales, leading it, going for Aurora Veil. Because I think Aurora Veil would have been so crucial in this matchup, as I said earlier. I think I should probably sacrifice the Lele. Like, bring Lele. So Garchomp's gonna come back out. Also, I guess I could Tectonic Rage to Marowak. So I'm gonna protect here. Psychic's gonna come out into the Garchomp slot. Okay. I did quite a bit of damage. And a Shadow Bone. Ooh. Okay, nice. Nice for my opponent. That is weakening my Garchomp, which is making the endgame a bit scary for Tapu Koko, but I will go for a... I have to hope Ice Beam procs my berry. I feel like that's the best potential case for me. I'm going to go for Dazzling Gleam here and go out on my Arcanine. Very nice Psychic, but it still comes down to whether Ice Beam procs the berry. I think it might... Let's see, Ice Beam. I think Ice Beam does like 50. I think Ice Beam should do 50. This is gonna be so scary. This is looking so scary right now. But yeah, I always go hard into my Arcanine here. Always hard into Arcanine. For sure. And let us see what my opponent is gonna go for. Is it going to be Flare Blitz? Is Psychic going to come out into the Xurkitree? Please proc my berry. Nice. And I think Ice Beam would have barely procced my berry. So great. I am able to get my Xurkitree up to a nice healthy range. This Flare Blitz is going to come out, but that shouldn't be able to knock out my Xurkitree at -2. Okay. Ah, but the burn stinks. Come on. No. No. Why'd you have to burn? Why'd you have to burn? Yeah, crit on Marowak, but it doesn't really help much. That absolutely stinks here. That absolutely stinks here. Uh, so the burn makes circuitry basically worthless after a while. I think I'm gonna just go for a Gleam and a Flare Blitz into the Slowking slot. Yeah. There's not much I can really do now. Because now if I protect circuitry, he could potentially like double protect, stall it out. Like circuitry is basically worthless now. I'll just go out all offensive if he anticipates a protect from circuitry once again. Because I need damage on the Slowking anyway. And if circuitry goes down, I can bring in my Tapu Lele at least. But that's not good. Oh, Heal Pulse. Oh, that's not fun. And this Slowking's really annoying. Shadowbone's gonna come out, targeting down my Arcanine. So my opponent making heavy reads here, which is good because now I get the Flare Blitz plus a Gleam. Okay, we're still in this. We're still in this. Flare Blitz is gonna come out into Slowking, not really doing too much damage. As we will get the Dazzling Gleam off into the Marowak as well as the Slowking. Almost pick up the knockout, but not really necessary. And Slowking probably shouldn't carry Protect. Psychic, Ice Beam, Trick Room, Heal Pulse. Yeah, it doesn't carry Protect. So yeah, this is kind of an interesting position. I think I'm gonna bring out Garchomp and Dazzling Gleam here. Pretty sure Marowak protects here, and I want Arcanine to come back for another round of Intimidate later. And if it's like Dazzling Gleam from the top of Coco, I at least can switch in with that. So yeah, I want to keep Arcanine healthy because it's a one Pokemon that's not making me lose to Celesteela because of circuitry going down, thanks to the Flare Blitz burn. So yeah, Gleam here, 100%. Should be able to knock out Marowak plus the Slowking. But we'll see here. Garchomp's going to be able to come back out. Gleam is going to be able to, I think, pick up the knockout Marowak? Yeah, it does. Okay. So I get rid of the Marowak as well as the Slowking. And now it comes down to what my opponent's last two are. Tapu Koko is one of them, which we didn't get to see the damage at all, unfortunately. So we have no idea. I could be Specs potentially. Could be AV as well. I'm going to go to Lele here because Lele is the safest play. Lele is 100% the safest play here. And we'll see what my opponent goes into. I think Tapu Koko and what's going to be the last one. A fast Pokemon is not going to be good for me. It's going to be Crocodile. Tectonic Rage is definitely looking like a factor here. Let's see who's faster between the Crocodile and the Tapu Lele. Looks like it's going to be the Crocodile. Ugh. Not liking my odds here too much. However, I could Moonblast the Crocodile and switch into my Arcanine, which is actually something that's looking really solid here. So I'll go out into my Arcanine and Moonblast the Crocodile slot. Psyshock won't knock out the Tapu Koko. Moonblast might be able to knock out Crocodile, so I think I'll go for it. Maybe Calm Mind is the play here. However, I don't think it is too much. So we'll see what happens here. Gonna bring out my Arcanine. I need Intimidate onto that Crocodile. We'll see what kind of items these are. Specs Gleam plus -1 Tectonic Rage might be able to knock out Tapu Lele, however, though, which is something I do consider. Let's see how much damage this does. Are you Specs? You are Specs, my friend. Or you crit and your Life Orb, so that's actually different. And don't tell me the crit actually puts me in Tectonic Rage range. Please tell me it doesn't. Please tell me it doesn't. I will be sad if it did. Like, if I survive with one, that's huge. Like, if I survive with one, that's actually huge, but yeah, I'm kind of doubting it. Yeah, I think the crit put me in range of Tectonic Rage, and unfortunately, yeah, this game is looking extremely difficult. I mean, it's not over yet. There's still one chance of me winning, I think. But I have to call it 50-50, right, I think. Now I have to predict whether Tapu Koko goes for Thunderbolt or if it goes for Gleam here. I don't think you're going to go for Gleam. No, I think you should go for Gleam because Garchomp's like a pain. Because I'm trying to think of the mind game. Garchomp protecting is kind of obvious. However, if you Gleam, you activate my Arcanine's Berry. I really want to call him Thunderbolting the Arcanine, but I'm going to Bulldoze Protect. I really want to protect Arcanine. Just go for the Tectonic Rage. That's Tapu Koko protects. Okay, that's a fair play too. Because I'm pretty sure you go for Earthquake. That was also another mind game I guess I didn't account for. And yeah, it's an Earthquake. And that's going to be a good game. So it's frustrating. I don't think Moonblast would have killed, but that damage would have put it in Earthquake range. And like setting up that game for a potential Earthquake late game. Because I would have been able to heal back with my berry. If he... Like, I would have been able to maybe pick up at least one knockout, so maybe Garchomp can win in the end game, but... like, I still could have lost. Yes, I know. I definitely could have still lost, but it's frustrating that, you know, that took away any avenue of me winning. So, yeah. I'm sad. I'm sad. But, you know, that's how the game works sometimes. And I do think my opponent did play a few turns definitely well. I think the double up into the Garchomp slot. Well, when I switched into Garchomp for the... No, when I switched out Arcanine into the Garchomp, the double up was very solid. But yeah, a few factors. I guess the burn didn't really matter on circuitry in the end. It really didn't, because I got the knockouts I wanted, and once Stricken was over, like the fast mode would have... you know, finish off the circuitry anyway. But there were definitely also some turns I could play better. One, if I just Tectonic Rage the Tapu Koko turn 1, like, yeah, easy. Like it would have actually been like very hard for my opponent to come back. Although Protect Ice Beam was also I guess Protect Ice Beam was also, well, even if I did that, Rock Slide doesn't exactly cover that unless I get the flinch, does it? So yeah, probably should have, if I were to look in the back in the battle. I think there were a few plays I could have made differently. The Tectonic Rage into the Tapu Koko turn 1 was definitely one of them. But yeah, as we got Nefs, I don't know how you pronounce his name. We're gonna do one more battle because I want to play one more battle, even though class starts in like in 20 minutes. So we got Tapu Lele, Ribombe, Oricorio, the ghost one, Gyarados, Togedemaru, and Tapu Fini. What is this team? It's Quiver Dance, I can tell you that much. Even I can tell you that much. So I'm not exactly too sure of how this matchup's gonna go. If I'm being completely honest, I have no idea how this matchup's gonna go. I could go... I think I want to go Andabuzz, Tapu Lele? It's kind of weak against Togedemaru mode though. Ninetales is pretty solid. Ninetales... Garchomp? Mandibuzz Circuitry in the back maybe? This is such a weird matchup. It really is. I think I'm going to go with those four though. It's gonna be weird not having the psychic terrain, but I think I'm gonna need it. I feel like it's gonna be weird, that's for sure. Psychic terrain helps against Togedemaru, but I don't think Togedemaru is gonna lead. I feel like if anything, it's gonna be Ribombe plus Oricorio, because it actually does look solid against me. If I'm being completely honest, Ninetales plus Garchomp leads against the Ribombe Oricorio. If that's life for Ribombe, Moonblast actually, I don't think it knocks out the Garchomp. I don't think it does. If I remember, Ribombe is Bug Fairy? Yes, it is Bug Fairy. I knew it was Fairy, I just don't remember if it was Bug. So I could Icy Wind here. I could Aurora Veil. I think Aurora Veil plus Rock Slide is probably my best bet. Yeah, I'm gonna Aurora Veil plus Rock Slide. I could Icy Wind potentially, but I need bulk so I at least can survive the +1 Z move. This is such a weird matchup. And if that's Moonblast, I get obliterated most likely turn 1. But yeah, my opponent's just gonna set up here. At least Rock Slide is super effective against both of them, and I don't know how good Ribombe's defense stats are. But yeah, Quiver Dance. Look at this Oricorio. This Oricorio is dancing. This is such a cool one though. This is actually a cool one. Aurora Veil is going to be set up with the Ninetales here. And I'm pretty sure Z move's going to come out. I assume. Substitute. Okay. So I don't have to take the Z move just yet. Okay, that's not bad. I do get the Rock Slide off. That does so much damage. That actually did so much damage. And Oricorio substitute does fade, as well as Rabombe just took so much damage. So great. That was probably a great turn. I could have Icy Wind though. Like Icy Wind might have helped too. The problem is my opponent's Pokemon could potentially go to +2. Yet I feel like the best play is to Roar here. The Rabombe, protect Garchomp, so Z-move doesn't really affect me too much. Because Moonblast is probably going to come out. Z-move I don't think knocks out Ninetales with the Aurora Veil. And yeah, I need to get Rabombe off the field because Rabombe is actually a threat. This thing's an actual monster and I can't knock it out with Icy Wind, unfortunately. And Icy Wind won't really change my board position if I Icy Wind protect here. So I'll roar him out here. Ooh, Oricorio protects. Are you going for Quiver Dance? Okay, it's Moonblast. Okay, if my opponent actually went for Quiver Dance, that was actually cool because I forget you can protect in Quiver Dance, and that's actually so scary to deal with. Okay, Gyarados comes out. Nice. As the Intimidate's gonna activate. Okay. And nice. Let's see who's faster. Gyarados is faster than Garchomp. Okay, that's something good to confirm. Icy Wind is probably my safest move. I could roar out the Oricorio potentially, yet I don't feel like that's the play here because I need to Icy Wind the Gyarados, I feel like. How important is Garchomp in this matchup? It is kind of important if it's like circuitry in the back. I mean, not circuitry, the Togedemaru in the back. So I think I'm going to go into Mandibuzz here and Icy Wind. Icy Wind will allow me to outspeed Oricorio with Ninetales, also allow Ninetales to be the fastest thing on the field. Revelation Dance is going to come out, and that's going to be targeting down the Ninetales slot. Okay. That life. So it's not even Z-move. Okay. So I'm guessing Gyarados is going to be the potential Z-move here. We do get the Icy Wind off, which puts this Oricorio back at neutral. Nice. And this Gyarados is at -1 speed, so if my opponent Dragon Dances, he'll be at neutral speed, but it's going to be the Hydro Vortex it looks like instead. Yep. Nice. So not too bad here, because of the fact now I could Tailwind, I could Roost here potentially, I could also Foul Play. Let's see who this is going to go into. I would assume it's going to be the Garchomp slot, which is going to be my Mandibuzz, and it's not boosted, and I do have Aurora Veil up, so Mandibuzz should be eating this just fine. Yeah, that really didn't do anything actually. As I can go for an Icy Wind again and probably Tailwind here. Speed control is looking very nice here, as it will help against the Oricorio, I mean not Oricorio, the Rabombe in the back. So I'm gonna Tailwind here and Icy Wind. Gyarados really can't do much anyway, and Mandibuzz won't be knocked out even to a crit waterfall it looks like. So I'd rather go for Tailwind here. It allows me to outspeed anything in my opponent's back pocket. Rabombe, including Togedemaru, Tabufini. What's the last one? I can't remember what the last Pokemon was, but Icy Wind here, very safe, into the Oricorio, as well as the Tailwind. Just gains me the best speed control advantage. Trying to figure out like what my opponent can do here. Protect from the Oricorio, okay. Maybe trying to get rid of my Ninetales. I will Icy Wind though, 100%. And if this is a Dragon Dance, this is still pretty good for my Mandibuzz here. So Icy Wind gonna come out. Always nice to get the bit of chip damage onto that Gyarados, and Tailwind is gonna be set up. If you Dragon Dance here, I just Foul Play. Actually, I forgot, with Oricorio you can Dragon Dance up so you can get another speed boost. Oh, that's actually cool. Yeah, Ninetales able to take the waterfall. And now this position is looking absolutely fantastic for me because Icy Wind and Foul Play are moves that I can go for, and I will go for them because there's no reason not to. I could Roost here potentially. Don't feel like a reason to Roost, to be honest, because one, Icy Wind picks the knock on Oricorio, gets some speed control. 2, damages the Gyarados. Foul Play double up might be able to knock out the Gyarados depending on its nature, as we're going to see the Gyarados actually protect here, and Rabombe is going to be sacked, so I don't have to worry about that monster of a threat coming back out. Of course, it isn't specs. I missed the Icy Wind on the Oricorio. But doesn't knock out Rabombe, so Foul Play wouldn't even connect with the Oricorio. RIP. So I do knock out the Rabombe here, which isn't too bad. Let's see what this Oricorio is going to go for, though. Revelation Dance once again coming out into the Ninetales. So gonna be taking some Life Orb. Hail, I believe, ends this turn. Yeah, Hail ends this turn. I can go out in my circuitry here and click Gleam plus Foul Play, because I will be able to pick up a knockout on something. So this isn't too bad of a situation. Also, Gyarados comes in. It's threatened by my Mandibuzz here. So Gyarados is going to come out. And I will 100% go for Gleam plus Foul Play. I kind of want to Gleam Foul Play the Oricorio because Togedemaru is probably going to be switching in for that slot. So I'm going to Gleam here, and I think I'm going to Foul Play. I'm going to Foul Play the Oricorio slot. Why not? Watch, Oricorio is going to protect, and Gyarados is going to attack here. Although Gyarados attacks, it's not really doing too much against me, so I think that's fine overall. Let's see what my opponent's going to go for. I'm pretty sure Togedemaru is going to be the Pokemon in the back. That's what it's looking like to me. And yeah, that's what's really looking like to me at this point. Gleam will be able to knock out Oricorio. If my opponent doesn't decide to protect with either Pokemon, I get a Gleam plus Foul Play off. And that'll be probably a double knockout, I would assume. And worst case scenario, again, is Togedemaru switching in here. As Gyarados is going to protect. Okay, so I get the Gleam off no matter what. I could have roosted there potentially, but I don't feel like it was like a necessary roost I had to go for. We'll see what comes out though. Oricorio going to be taking some damage. Get knocked out. Beast Boost is going to activate for the circuitry. We're boosting out here, and let us see what my opponent's last Pokemon is, because it's going to be a really important Pokemon here. Togedemaru is going to be an extremely difficult Pokemon to deal with. It's actually the Tapu Lele, so that's pretty big, and especially since I have one more turn of Aurora Veil, this is looking really good here. So what's my last Pokemon? And it activates my Psychic Seed, so I can take the Moonblast. My last Pokemon was Garchomp at a decently high health. Gyarados already attacked, so I think I'm gonna go for Thunderbolt. And yeah, I have 2 turns of this terrain left. I'll go for a Roost here with Mandibuzz just to heal up, so I can potentially set up Tailwind later in the game if my opponent goes for the Moonblast into Mandibuzz this turn. And yeah, unless Gyarados gets a double protect here, as oh wow, my opponent disconnects there. So I don't know, like it was still like, I think it came down to 1, what kind of Lele it was, 2, double protect here. Maybe it was Specs Lele for all I know, and that's why my opponent forfeited. Although I think you could Moonblast to a KO my circuitry even through Aurora Veil, so you know, I still think there is a chance for my opponent to win the game for sure. Like it would have came down to 1. What kind of Lele set that is? 2, like a Specs, like timid Specs Lele. Would that be able to knock out Garchomp? I mean, it took a bit of chip damage, so it might be able to, and might be able, well, not after Aurora Veil, but yeah, definitely some factors. Like there were a lot of potentials, again, possibilities that could have came up in that game. What kind of item that Tapu Lele was crucial. How fast was that Tapu Lele? Because if my Garchomp outsped it, might have been just game over right there. But if it's faster and had some techs, you know, like again, Specs Dazzle and Gleam, Bulky Berry, Calm Mind, that's faster than my Garchomp. That's always a potential. I mean, my opponent's team was a bit crazy to begin with, so you have to basically prepare yourself for the worst case. Because let's face it, what was I supposed to expect from that team? Like the only thing I expected was Dancing Oricorio. Like I had no idea what the other sets were. Substitute is not a move we've seen, but that was a really cool tech. Although I wonder if Revelation Dance was the only move. Maybe that Air Slash, maybe that Air Slash over Hurricane. But I do hope that everyone enjoyed today's episode of VGC 17 back-to-back battles. If you did, please leave a like down below. It really shows your support, as well as you can check out Sam's team and Twitter down below in the description. You can check out my side tiers on this channel. You can check out my social medias. And yeah, feel free to leave a comment down below. Feel free to share this video with anyone that will enjoy it. Any people that you think will enjoy this video. And yeah, have a good day, people, and I'll see you around in another video.